My name is Cricket. I'm also known as Chow Yun Smut, and this is the Corner Booth. This is the online equivalent of your favorite late night eatery during bar rush with all of the best friends that you've never met. We talk about pretty much anything here except interchannel creator drama and politics. Everything else from pop culture to poop knives, from religion to Rochambeau, all of it is on the table, or at least it's on the menu, and we're here to talk about it. This is if you've not been here before, welcome. This is a heavily chat interactive show, and it's not about all about me because I'm the person that's on the camera. It's about all of you as well, everyone at the table in the corner booth with us. Good morning, CO Bilf. Good night, good evening, whatever it is. And Sophia, hello. Gluten Morgan to you. Good to see everybody. And if you're on the replay crew, I'm happy that you're here as well. Thank you for joining us and spending time. The one thing that I forgot to tell y'all about last night, because I had forgotten about them, and I'm sure Shara is going to want to beat me senseless for this, is that I have cookies. I have Entenmann's soft-baked chocolate chip cookies, and I'm very happy about it. They're some of my favorite store-bought cookies, and they're just wee. They're only little, so it takes maybe 2 bites to snack on one. And I only had one last night. I showed restraint. I'm very proud of myself for that. Aloha, Mark. Good to see you, honey. Yeah, so I have cookies. I'm almost caught up on Walsh. I missed today's stream with EDB, so I'm catching up now. That's where you go, you little shit. Sorry, I'm still working on my jigsaw puzzle, and I just saw a couple of pieces that fit together. Hello, shut up, Matt. You agree with the Entenmann's cookies? Yeah, they're freaking bomb. I'm not a huge fan of store-bought cookies, but these are pretty damn good. For store-bought, love them. But yeah, I've been working on my puzzle. I'm almost caught up with Walsh. I think I've got about 2 more hours left from today, and then I'll be caught up with that. Lots of lovely chats with the junk people, the junk removal people, which sounds a lot more nefarious than it actually is. Not that kind of junk removal. But yeah, I've been living life up here on Scary Mountain. Didn't have to rescue any birdies today, which makes me happy. Because while I like being able to help the birdies, I hate to see it happen, you know? I hate it when somebody just takes a header into the window, into the glass door, and knocks themselves the F out. And they're just so wee, these LBBs that are here. You down with LBB? Yeah, you know me. Tomorrow, I get to hang out with a good friend of mine. I'm very excited about that. And I'm going to be seeing some other good friends that I haven't seen in a very long time. But it does mean also that I have to be functional at 11 a.m. and ready to go and be seen in public. So I'm not real enthused about that, but this is what daywalkers do, I guess. So, you know. Halloween cookies where you stripe out the chocolate chip to resemble spider legs. Nice. Ooh, Mark, grocery delivery isn't until tomorrow. That stinks. You don't have any carbs? Damn it. Well, that's frustrating. I'm sorry. I know the pain of waiting for the grocery delivery, though. How annoying. However, there's a grocery store here that is so amazing. Absolutely amazing. The prices are a little high. I know, yuck to day walking for sure. The prices are a little high, but the food, and especially the stuff that they make in-house, it's called Uncle Giuseppe's, and it's here in Yorktown Heights. They have a couple of locations, I guess, but the one here in Yorktown Heights, I've tried their bolognese sauce. They make all sorts of fresh sauces. They make fresh mozzarella right there in the store, and their grab and go stuff is amazing. I've had the chicken parm hero. I had a meatball stromboli, incredible, super good. And then they do a thing called spaghetti muffins. I'm going to grab one out of the fridge just to show it to you because I saw them in the store and I went, holy crap, this is genius. Hang on, I'm going to go get it. And you may ask yourself, what the hell is a spaghetti muffin? It's this guy right here. It is a ball of cooked spaghetti. Hello again already. It is a ball of cooked spaghetti, right? They put some gravy on it. They've got meatball cut up in there. There's cheese. You pop this into the oven for like 25 minutes. Bang. You've got a full, complete meal of spaghetti with meatball. They've got, a little bit of extra gravy and cheese on the top and on the bottom. It's genius. It is absolutely genius for when you don't want to have to bust out the big pot and wait for the water to boil, which takes forever, and then get the colander and then get your sauce and all of that. Oh my gosh, Shannon. Hi. It has been so long. Where the hell have you been? Well, thank you for popping in before bed. It's good to see you. I'm doing okay. I'm living a life of quite a bit of isolation, but I'm doing all right. It's not even crispy pasta, Sophia. You just put it in the oven, you heat it up. I mean, some parts of it are a little crispy, but you put it in the oven, you heat it up, and then it's just like having a bowl of spaghetti and meatball. Hi, Great Catsby. Good to see you too. Walking through the posh end houses and the keeping up with the Joneses with the competitive outdoor Christmas decorations. Oh my God. Spaghetti muffin. Amazing. Right, Janet? I know you don't have to be contrary. I think you just like to be sometimes. But yeah, spaghetti muffin. Freaking genius. Muffin button. But yeah, it's the whole shop is so good. I can't get over it. I can't get over how good. Like I said, I've had the bolognese sauce, which is amazing. I also now have a thing of vodka sauce with prosciutto. So good. So good. Again, already it says I make my mom's chili-getti, which is basically that with chili powder and sour cream baked with a parm cheese top, which turns into a crispy coating. That sounds good. I was trying to do a social media break and I came back and they changed the names. I was always Shannon C, so it confused me. Yeah, YouTube has been YouTubing hard and people are upset about it. Did someone say no face and meatballs? They did now. There's a herd of illuminated deer distributed across the gardens of these houses. Nice. I am very correct about the goodness of Uncle Giuseppe's. See? Bilf knows. Bilf knows. I was singing its praises when Bilf came over for dinner, and he's like, oh, yeah, no, that place is Oh, you've been going through a lot and social media wasn't helping. It rarely does, Shannon. It rarely does. We try to be helpy here. We try to, you know, help people get through their stuff. But I understand. I understand. And social media is rarely helpful when you're going through it. So I get it. But I'm glad to see you back. Thank you for stopping in before you go to bed. I appreciate you. Another thing that is delicious right now, if you are a soda drinker, Holiday Creamy Vanilla Coke Zero. I suppose they have it with the full sugar version as well, but Holiday Creamy Vanilla Coke. It's like a cream soda, basically. So good. So good, you guys. We don't, on this road here on Scary Mountain, we don't have a whole lot of competition, but there's, Bilf knows I'd buy that shirt. Yeah, I would buy that shirt and wear it in public. Here is great. It was Instagram and TikTok, and I was in it too much. I got you. I got you. There are also penguins, swans, a flamingo, a fox, and a cub, a bear cub. Fox children are kits. There's only one house that really decorates. And I took this at night. So, but the view of this house, apparently they do like inflatables and stuff on the lawn and they go all out. Hey, Sandy Wandy, good to see you. But this is my view of the house through the trees when they remember to put their lights on. Right now. Get your shit together, phone. And obviously it's a little distorted because it's a phone camera and I took it in the middle of the night. But it's a big house and it's beautiful. Is it similar to Coke with vanilla? Because I think vanilla's in it. Yes, it's called Holiday Creamy Vanilla. Creamy vanilla flavored and other natural flavors. It's so good. It is so freaking good, Shannon. This is not my new house. I am staying here because the occupant passed away and her son has been a friend of mine for like 30 years, I guess. And while they prepare the house for going on the market, he wanted somebody to be here, to be in the house, he lives way upstate. And it's like 2.5, 3 hour drive. He didn't want to have to be going back and forth all the time. I can do this from anywhere. So I said, sure, I'll come out. And so I've been here coordinating with contractors and handyman and junk removal people and all sorts of, electricians and whatnot. And so I'm here. Yes, it's called Holiday Creamy Vanilla, Shannon. But yeah, so I'm Jay chilling here in Westchester County in New York, and next to a house that is beautifully illuminated. All I have to do is turn my head and I can see it. And I love when they remember to turn on their house because it's pretty. It's not ridiculous. It's very tastefully done. And I love it. I love it. It makes me very happy to just glance over and be able to see that. And there's the stars working hard to give susceptible people seizures. Yeah. These are just stationary lights and, nothing neon, nothing fancy, just pretty. And I like it. So yeah, that's, I'm here. I polish silver and I sort through things and I find photos and I take photos to send to my friend so that he's trying to find a place that will do an estate sale auction that is covering everything. We've contacted a couple of places and they're like, oh yeah, we'll handle this and this and this, but we're not doing furniture or, whatever. So he's trying to find a place that handles everybody, everything. Yep, I'm in New York. I am in New York now. Took a train out here, actually. Took the Amtrak because that was during the shutdown. Hello, Danielle Orick. Good to see you. Took a train out here and planes were falling out of the sky and we didn't have air traffic controllers. And I said, you know what? Fuck it. I haven't been on Amtrak in a really long time. And I love slow travel. I love road trips. I love train trips. I love cruises. I like being able to travel those miles and actually enjoy the journey and not just pay attention to the destination. So yeah, I'm here, and Amtrak was great. Amtrak was great. I got a little roomette, not made for people with larger bodies. I will tell you that much. I am loving it in New York. 100%. But I always love being in New York. New York feels like home to me. If I were in the city, it would feel even more like home. But yeah, no, I love it here. I love it here. And I got a little roomette on the train. It was about a day and a half trip. And it was great. I had a place to lie down and a nice little blanket and the meals in the dining car are included in your fare if you get a roomette or if you get a sleeper, but I don't need an ensuite convertible toilet shower thing. I don't need that. So I don't really care about a sleeper. But my meals in the dining car were included, and the food on Amtrak is really freaking good. That's a hill I'm willing to die on. I mean, it just is. So yeah, I loved it. I thoroughly enjoyed my train trip and have decided that that's how I'm going to return when I go back to Hoth, which is going to be sometime in the new year, but I'm not sure when. Just depends on how soon we can get the house ready to rock. But yeah, so that's that. And I'm only 20 minutes into the show, but it is that time for me to remind you about night meds. Take your night meds. It's a modern pharmacology. Night meds, time for night meds. They can help your physiology. Take them well before you go to sleep. They work while you're busy counting sheep. When you take your night meds, it's a happy, healthy snooze time, a snory snooze time. You'll have a sleepy time. Night meds. Remember to sip first so that things don't stick. Yes, the motion of the train is very soothing, isn't it? Good night, Shannon. Sleep sweet, honey. We've all got our meds. Ooh, I think one stuck. Even though I sipped first. Blah. All right. That's better. And of course, for some of you, it's not night meds. It's day meds. Day meds. Daylight come and we gotta take meds. Come, Mr. Doctor Man, help me with my problem. Daylight come and we gotta take meds. Walk into the pharmacy, pick up the prescription. Daylight come and me gotta take meds. Take 1 pill, 2 pill, 3 pill, drink. Daylight come and me gotta take meds. 1 pill, 2 pill, 3 pill, drink. Daylight come and we gotta take meds. And there is the medication portion of the show. I hope you won't be gone as long next time too, Shannon. I like to see you here. Now, let's see. Can't beat New York at Christmas. You got a well-deserved break. I'm happy for you. I'm really happy to be here. And here's the other fun part. Yes, it's isolated. But that means that I can be as loud as I freaking want up in this piece, and I'm not going to bother anybody. I'm just here doing my thing. And I do have a song from Shut Up Matt. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. You guys, we've got 3 minutes and 36 seconds. He went full on with this one. All right. Featuring the verse, they only sing live and are not allowed to put on a record. Oh, shit. Okay. All right. Here we go.
As I went home on Monday night, as drunk could be, I saw a horse outside the door where my old horse should be. So I called my wife and I said to her, will you kindly tell to me who owns the horse beside the door where my old horse should be? Ah, you drunk, you silly fool, still you cannot see. That's the lovely sound that me mother said to me. Well, it's many miles I've travelled, 100 miles or more, but the saddles on the sow, sure I never saw before. And as I went home on Tuesday night, as drunk could be, I saw a coat behind the door where my old coat should be. Well, I called my wife and I said to her, will you kindly tell to me who owns the coat behind the door where my old coat should be? Ah, you drunk, you silly fool, still you cannot see. That's the lovely blanket that me mother sent to me. Well, it's many miles I've travelled, 100 miles or more, but buttons on the blanket, sure I never saw before. And as I went home on Wednesday night, as drunk could be, I saw a pipe upon the chair where my old pipe should be. Well, I called my wife and I said to her, will you kindly tell to me who owns the pipe upon the chair where my old pipe should be? Ah, you drunk, you silly fool, still you cannot see. That's a lovely tin whistle that my mother said to me. Well, it's many miles I've travelled, 100 miles or more, but tobacco in a tin whistle, sure I never saw before. And as I went home on Thursday night, as drunk could be, I saw two boots beneath the bed where my old boots should be. Well, I called my wife and I said to her, will you kindly tell to me who owns the boots beneath the bed where my old boots should be? Ah, you drunk, you silly fool, still you cannot see. They're two lovely journeying pots me mother sent to me. Well, it's many miles I've travelled, 100 miles or more, but laces on journeying pots I never saw before. And as I went home on Friday night, as drunk could be, well, I saw a head upon the bed where my old head should be. Well, I called my wife and I said to her, will you kindly tell to me who owns the head upon the bed where my old head should be? Ah, you drunk, you silly fool, still you cannot see. That's the lovely baby that my mother sent to me. Well, it's many miles I've travelled, 100 miles or more, but whiskers on the baby, sure I never saw before. And as I went home on Saturday night, as drunk could be, I saw a thing between her legs where my old thing should be. Well, I called my wife and I said to her, will you kindly tell to me who owns the thing between your legs where my old thing should be? Ah, you drunk, you silly fool, still you cannot see. That's the lovely carrots that my mother sent to me. Well, it's many miles I travelled, 100 miles or more, but a condom on a carrot, sure I never saw before.
Thank you. Wow. Nice. I am a fan of the Dubliners. Um, Thanks for sharing that with us. Scandalous. Scandalous. Absolute scandal. I mean, I've seen a condom on a carrot, but only because, sometimes you use what you got for sex ed without being extremely explicit. So, yeah. Oh, to live on Scary Mountain. Yeah, wow. What else? What else do we have today? What are we talking about? Government health warning, sipping first is not 100% effective? Clearly. I also think that the capsule may have tried to trigger my gag reflex, and that might have been part of it, which caused everything to seize up and probably is what caused that one to stick. So there we are. I am looking forward to seeing my friends tomorrow. That's exciting to me. It does get a bit of a challenge with nobody around, and it is a big house. But again, I get to be as boisterous as I want. I can pace back and forth to get my steps in if it's too cold outside, and not run out of space, not feel cramped in the slightest. However, I have noticed, I don't know if it's my knee or my ankle, but somebody is making some really interesting noises. So there's that. What I love about the story is that a Gaelic singer just kept singing it because the bishop just understood English. And not Irish. Okay. Yeah, I can be as boisterous as I want to be. I can sing songs. I can talk to myself. I can talk to you lot. And I'm not disturbing anybody. I'm not messing with anyone's sleep. Now, when my friend comes down next week from way upstate to handle some stuff here in the house, I may have to take a couple of nights off because he usually sleeps in the living room, and I don't know if he would hear me if I did the show from the bedroom. So I may have to take a couple of nights off just for his sanity so that he can sleep. So you bring your own fireworks now? Yeah. You can poop with the door open, which is the true measure of freedom. Indeed, I can, but only if I use any of the bathrooms that are not the one, the half bath right across from the kitchen. Because if I am pooping with the door open and I'm in that bathroom, if anyone comes to the door, I can be seen through the window right next to the door. So I have to travel to other bathrooms if I wish to rock the pure bachelor style of pooping with the door open. But that's okay, because there's two full bathrooms upstairs, this half bath, and then the one in the basement, the half bath in the basement. So I got options. When I said this was a big house, I mean, it's a really stinking big house. Big house. Finished basement. Cool little hobbit door that leads into the unfinished part of the basement. And I can almost stand up completely in there, but my friend cannot. So that's amusing. Yeah, not the intended welcome greeting for sure is being caught on the jakes by say the handyman or the electrician or something. Yeah, not really my jam. But yeah, like I said, I got options. The one problem that I have with the house is that it takes the hot water absolutely forever to come in on the sink here in the kitchen or in any of the bathrooms. The sinks, the shower, like all of it, it takes the hot water 9 million years roughly to come in. So that is annoying. You've got time for like a nap and dinner and, you know, a post-dinner smoke before you're going to get even tepid. So you're a bit of a hobbit after all. I am. I haven't shaved my toes in ages. But you know, other than that, it's great. You know, we've got the fireplace. There is a fireplace downstairs in the basement too. But I've only used the one upstairs in the living room. But I have been making good use of it because it has been getting a bit chilly, a wee nippy here, and the central heating system struggles when it gets below like 30 degrees Fahrenheit. The central heating system struggles. So I've got the baseboard heating on, and the fireplace has been just a delight. And I am very, very glad that I've taken the time to do the work on myself so that I can build a fire in the fireplace and truly enjoy it. For it is written, when a body is fully immersed in water, the Amazon delivery arrives. Yes. That is, it is written in the prophecy, and it is absolutely correct. Also, the second you light a cigarette is when either the server comes over to take your order or when the bus arrives. Always. And there's just no getting around it. There are some things that are just rules. You know, these are the rules that allow the world to keep spinning. Things that we have to accept if we're going to be hanging out on this flying mud ball. But also, I have cookies, and I'm very happy that I have cookies. What else? The other thing too, I've been cracking up about this. I commented to my friend. He had said that the toaster had died, and his mom needed a new toaster. And I said, well, if you're going to get a freaking toaster, you may as well get a Breville. It is a Breville toaster. This is some Williams Sonoma sur la table shit. I looked it up, and just the description alone is absolutely delightful. This is a $100 toaster. It is a bit more toaster. It has buttons on the front of it. Let me see if I can share screen and show this to you, because it's funny. It has buttons on the front that read bagel, frozen, a bit more, and cancel. Now, let me see if I can share this with you guys. I had a lot of questions about your train journey, but dang if I can remember any of them. Well, Fanny, when they come up, just shout them out. Okay. Now, this is the toaster. And it's fine that I am in Smallland. I actually want to show you like the whole, I want you to see as much of this as you can. Let me hide the chat display for just a second, because I'm going to scroll here It is a 2-slice toaster with a progress indicator. As your bread drops into the extra wide and deep slots and the LED shows your progress, you'll feel in control. And if you need a bit more, simply press a button. Dedicated frozen and bagel buttons complete the package. It has a lift and look feature derived directly from your feedback, makes for flawless toasting. Larger artisanal bread, thick bagels, and dense pastries demand wider slots, so we answered the call. You have variable browning control, and the LED indicates your browning progress. Easy cleaning, no need to ever lift when cleaning. Just pull out the front crumb tray and tip it into the dustbin. This is a $110 toaster. Okay? I laughed so hard when I read this description. The authentic Breville seals the filling inside the toasted sandwich as opposed to griddle where the filling can leak out. Yes, very nice. Nah, I don't want a toaster that's more intelligent than I am. Fair. All right, we're going to stop screen sharing and go back to me. And then I'll bring the chat back. Here is my chat overlay button. God damn it. There we go. Attractive toaster for the fancy toast. Yes. I got my toaster on eBay. It is from the early 50s. Very nice. Fancy intelligent toasty. On the FB chat, USA people learned the legal term fly tipping, disposable of trash, other than in a legally designated area, skip, dumpster, or wheelie bin. Interesting. Ahoy hoy, 7th. Good to see you. Hey, Shar. I'm trying to wind down for the evening over here, and you're getting me very excited. What, over the toaster? Goodness. Yeah, I am. Oh, Breville is an Australian company. Did you know that? You're a dual-lit toaster person yourself, though. Fair enough. I did not know that it was an Australian company, but it's fancy as fuck. And that's why I said all I need is a toaster, is nichrome wire and a power plug. Okay, fair. A slot with a progress indicator. Yes, very useful. That's what she said. Yeah, and hey, extra wide slots. Who doesn't want an extra wide slot? Well, wait, no. Maybe? I don't know, guys, but that's why I looked at my friend and went, well, if you're going to get a fucking toaster, may as well get a Breville. Dual it, do not fuck around. Okay. All right. Good enough. All I know is that I glanced over at this toaster. Hello, Tricks Are for Kitties. Good to see you. Welcome. I saw this toaster and I had to look it up. Sounds like the technical writer was on vacation when they wrote the user's guide and the marketing writer took over for them. Well, I've not read the user's guide, but that was straight from their website. There was another one that said, as your toast gently descends, or as your bread gently descends into the toaster. And I was losing my mind. No Face is always asking me to try some browning in his extra wide slot. Well, you know, if Lamborghini made a toaster, right? Good evening, Dax. Good to see ya. Yeah, extra large toast. Hey, artisanal bread. You're buying your bread at like the farmer's market, or, you have a bagel, or as the website says, a dense pastry. You should see how much a dualit is, designed to go or be repaired forever. Well, shit. Now I gotta look. Anyway, now I can also, since we've had this discussion, I can close the I can close that tab, which is nice because I have way too many fucking tabs open. Sounds like my grandma's writers wrote it. Yeah, I don't know. It's a fancy fucking toaster though. Okay, Dualit toaster. Okay, they've got kettles and toasters and the Dualit long slot. I am sorry. I just come on now. Well, they're cute. Very retro styling. Mother of God. Okay, yeah, I just looked at the price. A $300 toaster, a $200 toaster. What the shit is happening? That is absolute madness. It better go forever. It better be something that you leave in your will to somebody if you're going to pay that much. Holy shit snacks. And of course they sell it at Williams-Sonoma. Christ on a bike. And then there's a designated place on the toaster for the googly eyes. Yeah. I just toast in the oven because the toaster has many lights and buttons and is working for OSA. Yeah. Yeah. Let us go down the rabbit hole of commercial grade toasters. Frank Humphreys, yes, he would leave the Dualit in a will. Yeah, I fucking hope so, because holy shit. The idea, I didn't even look at the 4 slice. I just looked at the 2 slice. And I see the Dualit Design Series 2 slice toaster, $199.95 at Williams-Sonoma. New Dualit New Generation Classic is $299.95. I did not even look at a 4 slice toaster. Let me look at that. Is that the one that you have, Shar? $379.95. Am I hallucinating? I feel like I might be hallucinating. Now they've got the Design Series for $299.95. That one definitely looks like a Decepticon. What? $379.95. Fuck me dead. That is crazy. And I also like that they have one that's the long slot. That's bonkers. I do feel like I'm tripping balls. Does the toaster do laundry too? Yeah. Does the toaster service you? They don't call me the carb sarge for nothing. Okay. All right. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, the weird grandma books I found, says Dax. Never do that to your grandkids. Honey. The things that I found when I had to clean out my sister's apartment after she passed away, that she had hoarded for 17 years, I learned things about my sister that I did not ever really want to know. And I couldn't delete her browser history then because I couldn't get into her. I didn't have the password for her computer and I couldn't get into it. Otherwise, I would have cleared her browser history entirely, because that's what good sisters do. But let us just say that I had evil thoughts about leaving some of the books that I found in her apartment in the little free library that was right in front of a nearby church. Because I'm a bad person and I do bad things. Yes, the toaster services you. Okay, good, Shar. Excellent. Kender, they make a 6-slice, 300 quid direct. Fuck. I'd rather trip balls. Yeah. Oh, your aunt has warned you? Good. Yeah, people do love their gluten. Speaking of prices, my aunts were once wondering if there was an upper limit how expensive bras can be. I reminded them that there are diamond decorated ones because why not? Yeah, there are no limits. I mean, I'm sure that Victoria's Secret is going to come out with another uh, titanium and diamond encrusted thing for this year. They seem to do some kind of extra expensive bra every year. Anything from La Perla and is going to be hella expensive. Agent Provocateur is not cheap. And then there's any bra that you purchase if you happen to be one of the big titty bitches, like big titty bitches. Jeanette Goldstein, who played Vasquez in the Aliens movie, owns a bra shop in California, and their slogan or their motto or whatever is the alphabet starts at F. It's all for the big titty bitches. And those bras, if you are cursed with some tiggle bitties, you are going to be paying through the nose for your bras. Commercial toaster with conveyor transport can cost $1,500. Wow. Yeah, I really hope no one looks at my browser history and emails when I die. I just retrieve my lingerie from dumpsters and unattended dryers at the laundromat. That's where my underpants went. Dax says my wife is to go clear the bathroom drawers. Smart. I'm glad that you've got that warning. You had it so bad for her. 7th, same. She's hot in that movie. Holy shit. Love her. And apparently she felt that need was not being met because she has her own tiggle bitties. And decided that she was going to help the rest of the bitches out that had the struggles. You have to make an appointment to shop there. But, you can get custom made bras in France. You can go to Paris. All right, Sophia sent me beautiful photos. The color is not coming through the way I would like because this is a really beautiful sunrise, I'm assuming. Lovely. And it's just so calm. That water is like glass. Shut Up Matt has a toaster that seats 4, but a special button if you're only doing 2. Adjustable slot, so can accommodate crumpets, croissants, waffles, pre-cooked, but that's cheating. Yes. Bagels and Pop-Tarts. Make friends with an IT geek to know how to clear your history without having your passwords. I know a lot of IT geeks and nobody offered that shit up. I couldn't get into her iPhone, and therefore we couldn't get into any of her laptops or tablets or anything because they were all fucking synced. Oh, and here is Shar, color coordinated with her insanely expensive toaster. And yes, it's just like the day she got it. That's friggin' amazing. Also, you're still just so adorable. I can't even stand it. I want to stuff you in my pocket. Ooh, we've got snow possible in the next hour. Okay. Well, I don't like that. Yeah, I know a lot of geeks, and nobody ever gave me, oh, sunset, like I voluntarily leave the house this early. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough, Sophia. Okay, so those were sunset, but gorgeous. Bill's toaster is small but fearless. That's right. You have a brave little toaster, and I'm proud of you for that. And I am proud of your toaster. That photo was 10 years ago. You're still fucking adorable. You're always adorable. Good heavens. I just want to pinch your little head off and put it on a keychain and carry you with me all the time. So yeah, I haven't used the Breville yet. But I do have some bread here. And I do plan on giving it a spin, taking it for a spin as tour. What I miss, I haven't seen it in the last couple of years, and I wonder if somebody stopped doing it. But it was the somebody was writing every year the Hater's Guide to the Williams-Sonoma catalog, the holiday catalog, and it gave me so much joy. Every year it gave me joy because they just went full on. They just went absolutely ham with trashing out. Was it Williams? Yeah, it was Williams-Sonoma. I couldn't remember if it was that or Sur La Table because, I mean, they're basically the same thing. But yeah, Williams-Sonoma, the Hater's Guide to the Williams-Sonoma catalog will, especially if you're not into the holidays, like I am not into the holidays, that thing brings a spark of joy into your life that you never knew you needed. Let me see if I can find one. I don't know if they have one. Like I said, I haven't seen recent ones. So let's see. Haters Guide. Oh, yes. Oh, they did one last year. Oh, good. I'm hoping they're doing one this year. Haters Guide Archives. Okay, so they did one. They did one last year. Here is, I'm just going to grab the link for you and put it in the chat. Because it is absolutely fucking glorious. Yeah, that lake does look like a mirror on calm days. Wondering what kind of outfit would match our toaster being naked and having blue LED lights covering the nipples. Well, that might work. All right. This link will give you a little something to read. And the spark of joy that it creates in me is undeniable. I read it every single time. And every year during the holidays, there are a couple of different things that I seek out. One of them is the Hater's Guide to the Williams-Sonoma catalog. And the other one is the McSweeney's article, It's Festive Gourd Season, Motherfuckers. And that one I usually read right around, right before Foodmas, right before Thanksgiving. It is filled with delightful, huge amounts of F-bombs and aggression. It's just aggro as hell about how fucking festive they are going to be. He's just going to string up a whole necklace of oversized, weirdly defective looking gourds and wear it around the house. It's amazing. When disposing of a computer, it is best to wipe the entire thing. I have a bootable copy of Linux on a USB drive that can secure wipe any hard drive. SSD, NVMe, etc., and fills the RAM with random noise. Ooh. Ooh, nice. Yeah, nobody, I still have the devices. I just can't get into them to perform my sisterly duties. And, wiping them would be fine. It'd be great if we could use them again. She's got, I mean, and they were all Apple products. So there's like a couple of iPads. One of them I think is an iPad Air. Is that a thing? Yeah, that is very hardcore, but you know what? It's necessary. It's absolutely necessary, and I'm here for it. I love that. Um, I would love to. I would love to be able to use them again, or perhaps get them refurbished and sell them. But even if I can't, I just want to make sure that whatever's on there, nobody else gets to see. Yes, iPad Air is a thing. Okay, thank you, Shar. One of them is an iPad Air. I can't access any of her stuff, and I don't want to, but I want to get rid of it because that's what a good little sister does. It's just these, again, rules, right? Sandy Wandy, yes, festive gourd season. That essay is one of my favorite things in the whole wide world, and I read it every year right before Thanksgiving. Usually on actually not right before Thanksgiving, usually on November 1st, because it's going to be a no from them. I just want to wipe everything out. I just want to get rid of everything. She's dead. They will recycle it for me for free. Okay. I just want to get everything off of it. I want to wipe the fucker. All of them. Because especially seeing some of the things that I found in her apartment, I have no earthly clue what might be on those things. And I just want to get rid of it. I just want to get rid of it. I want nobody else to have any access to it. I don't want access to it. I don't want to see. Some secrets are meant to be taken to the grave. Like I said, if they can be recycled, refurbed, whatever, great. I can bring in death certificates. I can, whatever kind of proof they need. Not even Apple can get into it. Oh. Okay. That's fucking helpful. Thank you. Because, yeah, some things are meant to, some secrets are meant to be taken to the grave. And Christ only knows what might be on those devices. And I don't want to know. That's none of my concern. But I do want to make sure that the information is secured. They care about recycling too, though. Okay. Well, then maybe I'll just bring them to Apple, because there's no way that I'm going to be able to get into them. By the time we realized that I was going to have to unlock her phone, she had so much edema in her hands that it didn't recognize her fingerprint. So the biometrics were fucked. Ever heard of Mel's Hole? A lot of nothing down there. I have not. Illuminate me. But yeah, I just the edema was so bad, the swelling in her hands was so bad that it didn't recognize either her face or her fingerprint. And she was at a point where she could not remember her password, and she was trying, but she could not remember the PIN to get into the phone, and couldn't remember anything to get into the laptops either. So, or the iPads or anything. But if I had been able to unlock her phone, I might have been able to unlock the other devices. Cannot. So I want to make sure that that information stays secure and goes away. That's all I want. Oh, Fanny will illuminate me with her LED nipples. Okay. It is horrible that we went through that. I felt worse for her because I was watching her brain slowly as her body went into septic shock. Obviously, that's going to have an effect on the brain as well. And she was brilliant. She was very, very smart. And watching her be brought to tears because she couldn't remember her PIN for her phone, that was hard. She had always relied on her brain, and watching it mutiny in front of us was really, really hard. I think it was harder for her, definitely, than it was for me. And my job was to sit there and be strong. And when she was crying and saying, I'm trying, I'm really trying, all I could say was, honey, I know. I'm not mad. Try, but you don't have to get worked up about it. Everything's okay. We'll figure out something else. And that was what it was my job to do. And yeah, it was rough. It was rough. It was not a fun time in my life. Definitely not a fun time in hers. But she was able to go on to her next adventure. And I like to think, well, Mom is convinced that she's heard from her a couple of times, and the things that Mom is pretty sure that my sister said to her sounds 100% like my sister. And my sister it sounds 100% like my sister was taking the piss. So yeah, it sounds like at 100%. I am certain that whatever has happened on her next adventure, that she is happier now. Everything's figure outable. Yes. I think she's happier. And I hope she's got some peace. And that's all I care about, because she didn't have a whole lot of that while she was driving her meat car. I think it's in this is Mel's hole. I think it's in Wyoming or Montana. You toss something in the hole and never hear it hit bottom. And considering how many people have been flinging things into that hole for how many forevers now, interesting. Journey to the center of the earth. FYI, I would like to die before that. Thank you all. Yes. Okay. Good. Noted. Thank you, Shar. Make sure that it's on paper, notarized and in triplicate and everything else, and that Michael isn't going to fight you on it. I don't know if Michael's there with you. Hi, Michael. Hello, Porps. But yes, yeah, make sure your shit is, all of those affairs are in order, please. Please do, because my sister hadn't done anything with that. She did precisely fuck all when it came to making sure that her affairs were in order. And that was an absolute fucking nightmare. Oh, I'm sorry. Ellensburg, Washington. Okay. He says hi. Okay. Yay. I love this booth. It's so awesome. I love being able to communicate with people all over the fucking world. It just is delightful to me. The ports say hi, fantastic. I won't whistle anymore and make Ferguson bark. I promise. Yes, triplicate. Thrice, I say. Yeah, in triplicate for sure. Again, Xena Marlene, to having all of your final directives on paper, in triplicate, notarized, filed with lawyers and the newspaper and fucking everybody. Also consider making an If I Go Missing binder folder thing. Those are handy little bitches too. And as we see from the Brian Walsh case, probably be pretty helpful. I think we all should have one. I do not have one as of yet, but I need to get on that because they're, you never know. You never know what's going to happen in life, right? And better safe than sorry. So consider creating an If I Go Missing folder binder thing and having it, like have an extra copy, give it to a bestie, or give it to your lawyer, or put it in the safety deposit box or something for just in cases. On Schitt's Creek, David asked the hotel front desk for towels thrice. Love it, love it. Yes, thrice is a fantastic word. It is fun. I also like festoon. Festoon is a fun word. But yeah, Schitt's Creek is amazing. If I go missing in Vermont, it'll be on purpose. Okay. Because you want to go missing, or because somebody else is purposely causing you to go missing? I have questions. Much like EDB, I have questions. And there was something else that I was going to say, and it has fucked right off out of my head. That's probably a sign. That's probably a sign that I should wind things up, because I also, it's 20 to 4, and I have to be functional at and ready to leave the house at like 11-ish. So I should probably fuck off. From experience, you also need a medical power of attorney along with the usual power of attorney. Yes. Yes. Oh, no, because you just left. Poof. Okay, fair. Fair enough. Yeah, mom has actually made sure that that is notated, that when it comes to medical power of attorney for her, that's me. And my brother gets the other power of attorney, but I'm the one handling the medical. I know what her wishes are. And I know a lot of her medical history. And I am way more well-versed in medical shit than anyone else in the family. Even before my sister passed, I know about the medical shit. That was my job. I basically went to nursing school with my mom when we were growing up. So I absorbed a lot of it, and I just kept learning. So yeah, my brain needs to brain soon, and it is currently not braining right. Don't go. Oh, honey, I'm sorry. I'll stay for a while. I'm glad that you're here to hang out with us. And the part of the reason, Mark, that I made sure that I was coming on tonight is because it was a Friday night, and I knew that you might be able to join us. So you're the plug puller. Yep, I am, Sophia. I was the one who had to make the decision for my sister as well. So yeah, I am. Yeah, that's my designation. I am the plug puller. And boy, does that suck. That's a position that I yes, it is rewarding to know that I'm doing the right thing. Especially, I mean, it was for my sister anyway. It was okay. I just literally gave the order to have my sister killed. But I've been told that that's a really harsh way to put it to myself and that I need to knock that shit off. So I've been trying to get better about it. And it was it wasn't that difficult a decision to make because we knew that she had vacated. She wasn't in there anymore. And it was just the meat car, and the meat car had betrayed her. So she had kind of betrayed her own meat car. But she wasn't in there anymore. The sepsis was so bad that she just wasn't there. She wasn't there anymore. And that made it a much easier decision because why would we put out all the money and the resources and everything else when there was no chance in hell that she was coming back? So it was a relatively easy decision to make. It sucked, but we did have a party in her room the day that we did the thing. And we smuggled in cocktails and glasses or cups and a cooler full of ice and everything else. And we played music and we talked to her and we shared our cocktails with her. And, you know, we had a party. We sent her off in style. So, and again, hard. Oh yeah. Real hard, but also worth it. And she deserved that kind of a send off. If she was going to have a send off, she deserved that kind of a send off. She deserved to be sent off with love and with the people that she loved in the room with her. My grandpa was asked to fill a form that asked about his favorite music and food he hates, etc., so caretakers would have some idea how he wanted to live even when he couldn't remember it himself. I love that. You get that designation soon, Dax, once your aunt goes. Okay. Frank Humphrey's wife's directive is on a pink card at the foot of her bed. Yep. How is she doing, by the way? I know that you're taking care of her, aren't you, in the home? I hope she's not poorly, or at least more poorly than is to be expected. If that makes any sense at all. You know what I mean. Somebody better have a dang good time when I go. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I mean, for my stepdad, we told the pastor at the church where we had his celebration of life that the last hymn that we wanted played was his favorite hymn, and it was the Beer Barrel Polka. And she said, "Oh, I'm from Wisconsin. I know that one. Yeah, we can totally make that happen." And we did. I want a party. I want a party. When I finally pop my clogs, do with the body what you will, because I'm not doing anything with it. If we still need a body farm at that point, if those are still extant, send me there. My estate will have to pay for the transport. I get it, but send me there. Or give me to a medical school. Figure out how to do science with me. Let the body continue telling stories even after I physically no longer can. Let the body keep doing it, because that's all I do is I tell stories. I collect stories. I have adventures and I collect stories and then I share them with other people. I don't care what you do with me. With this. But I want the celebration in celebration of life to do a lot of heavy fucking lifting. A lot of heavy lifting. Have a party. have a party, sing karaoke, tell stories. If people want to cry, let them cry. But for the most part, I want people to have a party and I want them to laugh. I want them to have a good time. Mark Hardren, I remember it was the perfect song to make your final exit. Yes. Right, because you watched, didn't you? The celebration of life was live streamed. And yeah, we had a good time. There were tambourines in the church. People were dancing. It was awesome. And it is precisely what Jerry would have wanted. 100%. I want a Finnegan's Wake type thing. I played it while Dad was still home. He looked like he was sleeping, so he appreciated it. Nice. Mine is Hotel California in a memorial. Yes, give everything usable to somebody else. Yep. 100%. Dax is saying no crying when he goes. Now, here's the thing. Because a lot of people here in the corner booth are tangentially sometimes related to the anti-Scientology movement. When Scientology does have funeral services, they don't allow you to cry. And so I can't really say, don't cry at my celebration of life. If you want to cry, cry. But also laugh. You know? But I'm not gonna tell people not to cry. Did I freeze? My brain might have frozen. Am I frozen? Or is it just Fanny? Is it just Sergeant Fanny? Am I frozen? Yes, they streamed it. It was awesome. We tried to make it the best we could. I'm glad that I got people to laugh during my brief eulogy. Being the plug puller is like being the Severus Snape to Albus Dumbledore at the end of Half-Blood Prince. Yeah. She is stable under hospice care in the home. She is in bed all the time and has chronic pain. MS can be difficult. Yeah. Well, I'm glad that she's stable, and I'm glad that, of course she's getting hospice care, and of course you are doing everything that you can for her, and I appreciate that so much. I'm certain that she does as well. I know she does. And you're doing the hard work. You're doing the yeoman's work, and that's not easy, but good for you. Good for you. I've cried almost over everyone I know. They're gone now. If my wife and a few relatives cry, okay. All right, fair. Oh, good, I'm not frozen. Excellent. Okay, Fanny, it might just be you, sweetheart. If you can still hear me, refresh. I'm currently collecting certain stones for Dad's celebration of life. Okay. Nice. I am carrying, when they did, because he got a color guard, my stepdad got a color guard at his celebration of life, and we got a 21 gun salute. And then the gentleman policed all of the shells, the shell casings, and handed them out to family members. And I carry it in my purse. She's already spread his ashes. Unfortunately, I was going to save some of them in that shell and make it into a necklace, but I'm going to hang on to it anyway, and I'll find something creative to do with it. Yes, that's as good as neuro diseases get. Comfortable enough. Yeah, absolutely. The first time she spent 6 months in bed was in 2002. Ugh, bless. She's holding on. Is she able to communicate with you at all? I am nosy now, and I should probably back the fuck off because that's a lot of questions that you don't need to answer. I apologize. Pardon me. Yes, blessings to Frank and his wife. Like I said, I know you're doing the hard work, and you are not the only one in this chat who has done that kind of work for a wife in particular. You know I'm talking to you. So yeah, it's rough, man. It's rough, but I'm glad that y'all are here, and you will get as much support as we can give you. Let us be your wonder bra, because we are here for you. Wait, again with bras. Well, I guess tatas are the theme for the night. Good thing we've got emojis for that. Yes, mentally she is okay. Fantastic. Ooh, he liked skipping stones and I decided to hand some out to spread the joy. That's excellent, Sophia. I love that. Good. I'm glad that she can communicate. I think that's great. And while it has to be really unpleasant, hey, Heather Mack, to be trapped in a body that is staging a mutiny against you, that makes me doubly glad that she has you there for her. For sure. That's amazing. Tell her that we say hello. The corner booth wishes her well. All the dirty stay-ups wish her well. That's right. There you go, Mark Hardman. Bringing in the tatas. We're here for it. We love it. Boobies! They're kind of the best, aren't they? I mean, gay men love boobies. Like, who doesn't love boobies? Except, the people who are carrying the really heavy ones. I can understand why you wouldn't love your own boobies for that reason, because that's just miserable. But boobies, we love them. Ooh, you had a grilled cheese sandwich. Nice one, Bilf. I think I'm going to have a spaghetti muffin. I think I'm going to pop this bitch in the oven and just snack away. But after the spaghetti muffin, I got cookies. Char, were you here for the spaghetti muffin? Are you still here? Were you here for the spaghetti muffin discussion? Or the cookies discussion? I'm not sure if you came in after that, but spaghetti muffin. Let me check. Yep, still got awesome babes to stare at. Fuck yeah. Nice. Yes, boobs do rule. And Dax, as a member, you will find that you have access to special emojis that are just for our members. And one of those emojis is the boobs. You're still here. Okay. Did you see any of the spaghetti muffin content that I pretty much started the show with? Was not here for spaghetti muffin or cookies. Okay, spag muff, I have problems with. That's going to be a challenging abbreviation for me. These, first of all, I forgot to mention last night that I have cookies. And if I'm going to eat store-bought cookies, these little bitches are my favorites. They are soft baked. They are chocolate chip. They are wee. It's like 2 bites worth of cookie because I don't have a big mouth, contrary to popular belief. And there is a local grocery store by me That is one of the most amazing that your wife will get to enjoy the boobs emojis too. Yay! Yeah, we've got some fun emojis. We have some good ones. If you need explanations, please let me know, or somebody in the chat know. They will be able to help. Oh, they're the ones you got told to get Michael to get. Yes. Yes. I told you to tell Michael to get those. Because those are fucking bomb. And I'm sorry that he couldn't find them or didn't have room for them or something. There is a local grocery store in town that it's called Uncle Giuseppe's. And they do in-house made amazing sandwiches, fresh sauces, like, spaghetti bolognese sauce. I've got a vodka sauce with prosciutto in the fridge right now, but they also make it without the meat. They make fresh mozzarella there in the store, all kinds of stuff, right? Place is amazing. Best grocery store I have ever seen in my life. I walked in and breathed in the air, and just the smells, I came in my mouth a little bit. I mean, it was serious business. Anyway, as we were walking past the deli counter, I saw a pile of these things called spaghetti muffins, and I'm like, what the shit? And then I looked closer, and it's this guy right here. Spaghetti. It is a ball of pre-cooked spaghetti. There's some sauce on the bottom. There's some sauce on the top, a little bit of cheese. It has cut up meatball in it. It's got globs of cheese on the inside. And you just pop the whole thing in the oven at like 375 for about 20 minutes or so. And you have a bowl of spaghetti. Perfect, easy, very few dishes to think about. It's delightful. And I am in love with the spaghetti muffin. I think it's absolute genius. And I think spaghetti muffin is what I'm going to be having. Now, I don't know if they make them sans meat, but they might. I will investigate, Shar, and if they do, I will let you know so that I can gain your approval. Pardon me. I've been choking on my own spit all the live long day. Yeah, because that's what I do. It's a properly satisfying food porn. Yes. You do love a good Italian market. You guys, this place is called Uncle Giuseppe's. I cannot recommend it enough. Go look at their website. Just look at like their deli. Is she making the pasta? Did you just say Aldi's or Trader Joe's? I did not. I said Uncle Giuseppe's. There is no Aldi in Yorktown Heights. There is no Trader Joe's in Yorktown Heights. But we have Uncle Giuseppe's, and we don't need anything else. Because Spaghetti Muffins by Ella, available on Etsy. Oh, no. She making the pasta. She look out of the window. What part of New York? Yorktown Heights. Westchester County, otherwise known as Bestchester County. Let me get a link. Or wait, I might be able to type it in. Hang on. Let me see if I remember. Stand by. All right. Go there. Go to that link. Cracks me up when New Yorkers call the sauce gravy. Not just New Yorkers, honey. Plenty of people in Jersey do. You know Plattsburgh? Okay, I know where Plattsburgh is. People in New Jersey do. A lot of the hardcore Italians refer to just your basic red sauce as gravy. Sometimes Sunday gravy, because it's the thing that you did on Sunday. You made the Sunday gravy, and then you had it for the rest of the week. Dax be like, who is Ella? Ella needs to have some work done, and she's not feeling comfortable being seen on screen. Right now. Otherwise, I would bring her on. But she's here. She's convalescing, and she's not feeling up to being seen. But I can tell you that Ella scared the ever-loving right out of Bilf. Right after he told her that she was so tiny and so much smaller than he thought she was going to be, and that she was his favorite person. He had never seen what happens when Ella gets angry. I guess he hadn't been paying attention too much. But he also had not misbehaved in the chat to cause Ella to get angry, so it's okay. That is not chocolate. Minor surgery. She needs some minor dental work, is what's going on. Man, now I need to go to Claro's next time I'm in SoCal. Wish I had a quality deli locally. Oh my God, the deli at this place is crazy. And like I said, they're making like fresh mozzarella right there, the house brand sauces, the house brand everything. You can get fresh pasta there. I mean, come on now. This place is insane. He had really not seen her be angry before. He levitated about 6 inches off the floor and said, Jesus H. Christ, never do that to me again. So, yeah, I thought he was aware. I didn't know. I wasn't trying to scare the guy, but yeah, no, he levitated. He levitated. It was quite something to see. Ella, Umbrella is a Rihanna song. Ella is our mascot here. She's also the hall monitor. Grandma made the sauce on Sunday. Everyone came over for early dinner, and that was the gravy you ate for the rest of the week with stuff added each day. It goes far. Yes. I did not get video, Sophia. I did not, because I wasn't planning on it. I had no idea that was going to be the reaction. Angry Ella is terrifying. Yes, she is. Am I going to have to scroll for like 8 million years back into my messages with Shar where she sent me that Ella video? Because I might have to do that. We might just have to play it again. Yeah, she is terrifying, but the government take her boy. It's an epic video. I might have to just go scrolling through Messenger just to play that for you guys again, because it's fucking amazing. I wish I had gotten video, Sophia. I just really did not realize that he wasn't aware. Usually when Ella is watching us, I am trying to think of a joke about how Cricket is urinating. That's right. That's exactly it. Also, you guys, by the way, I am quite pleased with myself that when Bilf needed to use the restroom, I apologized for not having any mason jars in there for him to utilize. I pay attention. But he did have the full cricket experience. There was food. There was alcohol. There was Ella. I mean, there's no artifice here, folks. I am authentic as I can possibly be, and I think that Bilf will verify that for me. The look of utter shock on his face was really, I mean, it scared me. It shocked me. Like, I almost jumped when because he literally 6 inches in the air, just. And I didn't mean to. I almost felt like I had to apologize. I just had no idea that he hadn't been exposed to the power of Ella. Yes, ASMR ice cubes, food, alcohol. We did the damn thing. Yep. I live my life out loud, folks. Yeah, Shar, if you can find that video, I think you're probably looking for it right now. I just assumed Bill peed in the corner. Glad to see he minded. Yes, he did mind his manners. He was very nice about it. He didn't even go out into the yard. But I did feel bad that I didn't have a mason jar ready for him. And Dax, I have a full-on ice fishing potty here for when the wife won't get off the toilet. Hey, sometimes you gotta take your time. Oh, fuck yes. Oh my God. Okay, so Dax and anybody else here watching. Okay, Heather Mack has just put the Ella emojis into the chat so you can see what she looks like. We didn't really know Ella's origin story until we went on the cruise last year. And it was translated, it was revealed to us what Ella's origin story was. And so it's a whole ass journey. Please be prepared.
She's giving me books to read. Oh no! Oh no, Mamma Mia! I lost my son in the war. I did have it on my keychain, so I see it every day. My little carnival.
Ella's Italian.
I love it. Oh no, Mamma Mia! I look out of the window. I look up for my son. He go back to the war, and I don't know where he is. I make the pasta. Oh! Why does the government take my boys from me?
And there you have it. Ella's origin story. She told me on the cruise, Ella and I had a long time together. Yeah, you did. You guys spent a lot of really good quality time together. And I'm really glad for that. She needs that. She needs that. I'm sorry, 2 humans, wife with issues going, I got to go sometimes. Guess I could go out with the dogs. I mean, yeah, you could. But I like your ingenuity. Good for you. So anyway, that's Ella. Welcome to Life with Ella. Frank. Yeah. Ella loved being on the cruise, but she really enjoyed spending time with Shar. Even though Shar was unsettled by the fact that I'm fairly certain that's blood on her lower lip. That's not chocolate. And I asked Bilf about it. Now nothing can scare me anymore. I have seen the other side. Ow. Oh, shit. I asked Bill because I mean Char was really concerned about what that stain on her lower lip was, and I said, well, I'm pretty sure that it's blood. She gets up to shit when I'm not around, and I don't always know. How can she be Italian? She can speak without her hands. Yeah, but her whole face gets into it. Just some of the selfies that I took with Ella. Oh my God. They spent a lot of time together. Char and Ella. They really did. I think they bonded quite well. Okay, all right. I get that snow is possible in the next hour. Thank you. Oh, good, but higher temperatures are expected today, so that's nice. It's only -2 Celsius. It's not bad. Better than last night. But yeah, so she's not up to being seen right now on camera. She needs a little bit of assistance, but I'm going to be. Oh, but the blood on her lip. I mentioned it to Bilf, and he said, "Yeah, I don't see that it could be anything else, quite frankly." So I don't know what she gets up to when I'm not looking. She's her own woman, and she's got a lot of shit to work out. So I mean, no shame. No shame. I haven't found any bodies, so obviously she's effective, at least. That's why we don't leave our dragon unsupervised. He loves chemicals and blades too much. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that'd do it. Smart, Sophia. But hopefully the friend that I'm going to be seeing tomorrow is able to assist her, because I think he said that he was qualified for that kind of work. And so hopefully she'll be back in fine fettle very soon. But she's definitely here. She loved being on the train. We had a great time on the train together. She got to watch a lot of the scenery go by and just hung out in the roomette like a goddamn queen. She just, when I was in the dining car or just, out on the platform walking around during breaks to get my steps in, she was Jay chilling in the roomette like an absolute queen, just spread out, took up space, and was unapologetic about it. It was great. It was great. So she was quite happy with the train. She loved it. She had a great time. And I'm hoping that my friend will be able to help her out. So hopefully, fingers crossed, that's going to happen. The other thing about Ella is that I've realized that she is the perfect. She is very similar to the artist Ren in many ways. Well, because we're the best. I don't like my face in that photo, but I never like my face. So I'm putting this on screen. Come on. Don't fuck around. All right, fine. You don't want to. There's the three of us, me and Ella and Char. We had a great time. We had a great time. Oh, thank you, Char. Everyone should take all the space they need, humans, animals, whatever. Absolutely. Absolutely. And she really enjoyed her time on the train. She really did. She got to just stretch out and just live her best life. So, she had some pretzels. Life was good. I brought her some gummy bears from the Metropolitan Lounge in Chicago. We had a good time. But yeah, I was talking about the artist Ren, and I feel like she is she and Ren are very similar. That they have lived a life with a lot of pain, and there's an overwhelming sadness most of the time. But when you get them mad, they get big mad and they get scary. But also unicorns. Both of them in their own right. So I would like to introduce, if I ever meet Ren, I would like to introduce him to Ella and just say, you know what? I feel like y'all are kindred spirits. And that's my deep philosophical take for the day. Oh, shit. I can't remember her name. God damn it. She was there with her husband. I remember that much. I don't remember her name. Let me think on it. I'll stare at the photo for a while. I will try. Yes, dining car is train MDO. I'm really appreciating Ren. Do you know what Ren means in Chinese? I do not. What does Ren mean in Chinese? And I am loving Ren. I am so on that fucking down that rabbit hole so hard. Like when I'm not watching EDB, I'm usually watching reactions to High Ren. Because or trying to get my friends to come in and do reactions to High Ren with me. Since I can't see it again for the first time, watching other people see it for the first time and living vicariously through them is freaking amazing. But I do not know what Ren means in Chinese, and I'm looking forward to learning. Human, person. Well, fuck. That's about perfect. I just watched the video where he and his friends find out that he got the #1 album in England, #1 album in the UK, and that fucking celebration, and then watching him call his mom, amazing. Ella does not have a wig on. Ella never wears a wig. But yeah, they are both unicorns in their own right. Ella and Ren. Ren is like nothing I've ever seen before. And the amount and the so many different directions of talent that this man embodies is amazing. The fact that he's self-taught blows my freaking mind every single day of the world. And that he's, by all reports, just an absolute mensch. Just one of the nicest guys you could ever care to meet. So yeah, I would like to introduce Ren to Ella and let him know that I think they are probably soulmates. Or perhaps separated at birth. I don't know. But yeah, that's what I got. That's what I got. I might be thinking too hard on this, but what else am I going to do here? I do my jigsaw puzzle. You haven't seen that. The double person vid. Yes, that's High Ren with the lighting changes. Dax, I don't know if you're aware, but that was shot in one take. They did 4 different takes, and they kept the 4th one is the one that they kept. The monologue at the end is from the 3rd take. that they stitched onto the end of the video, but all of that was done in one fucking take. And the man is self-taught. People are like, oh, that's classical guitar. He must be classically trained. Meow, meow, meow. No. The man went to YouTube University to learn how to play guitar and slowed down videos of people playing guitar so he could get his fret hand positioned correctly. Self-taught, entirely self-taught. I have so much admiration for him. You're going to bug out, time to be flat. All right, Matt. Well, you go on ahead and be flat, sleep sweet. Have a good one. I know my dragon wants to hang out with Ella someday. That should be fun. That would be amazing. Sophia, I would love for them to meet. She needs more friends. She needs more friends. The government take her boy. She needs more friends. If you've ever met a person with these issues, he's got a grip on it. I have, not quite with the same medical issues that he's got, and certainly not with the fucked up misdiagnosis and everything else. But I've done Ren in Nordic language means clean, pure, clear, advice or counsel, and also reindeer. Isn't life wonderfully weird? Yes, it is. And languages are also weird, and I love them. I love them for precisely that reason. Fuck was I? I've suffered from chronic pain my whole life. Well, since I was 18. So, I've got 34 years in undiagnosed chronic pain of unknown etiology. They have no idea why I hurt. I just hurt all the time. Some days it's in my hips. Some days it's in my knees. Some days it's my hands. Today it's out. Today is my hands. Yesterday, it was it's still kind of today, but it was my right elbow. So I get the chronic pain, and I get the not being able to get any fucking answers. And therefore, because they don't know what's treating it, they don't want to give me a medication to mask it, because then we won't be able to see anything. Fuck you. It was a mix of misdiagnoses. And so the meds that they gave him, because they were calling him bipolar, they said he had this, they said he had that, they gave him a bunch of medications. And then now he had been suffering auditory hallucinations since he was like 9. But then here comes the Lyme. And if you catch Lyme disease early, like within 7 weeks, it's a couple courses of antibiotics and it's gone. If you don't catch it soon enough, maybe you have to be on a PICC line for a while and have infusions of antibiotics. But for him, it was years that they didn't know what it was, until he visited a doctor in Brussels, and the doctor looked at him and went, "You've got Lyme disease." But the NHS hadn't spotted it. And the NHS, he would keep going in and saying, "Hey, still not well. Help." And they'd be like, "We can't see that there's anything wrong with you. It must be psychosomatic." That's like waiting to die just to see why you died. Yeah. So it was a combination of the medications that they gave him, that caused even more psychosis, plus his misdiagnosed issues, plus the things that his brain was doing to him since he was very small anyway, that were just exacerbated by all the rest of the shit. So now he's, spending time in Canada getting stem cell treatments. And he's basically doing nothing but a paleo diet. He can't really do a whole lot else. Otherwise, his body just completely says, nope, go fuck yourself. Fibromyalgia is called chasing wind syndrome in TCM because you'll chase the pain forever. Yeah. Well, I don't have fibro, or at least not that they can tell, because none of the treatments that they use for fibro has worked on me. I've been in pain since I was 18. I'm 52 now. Nobody can tell me why I'm in pain. We've looked into all of the autoimmune stuff. I went to University of Minnesota and gave them 11 vials of blood. Said, I have more fluids. Take them. Please help me. It's not autoimmune. Whatever it is, it's not autoimmune. My wife was diagnosed with fibro in Texas in 93. They haven't been able to do anything since, and the Lyme test is prohibitive here. The other problem is that the Lyme test is not, well, first of all, there's no test for fibro. They just look at various inflammation markers and throw meds at you and see if it helps. But so it's a diagnosis of exclusion, really. Is it this? No. Is it this? No. Is it this? No. Still hurt? Still tired? Must be fibro. Have some Lyrica. You'll gain 20 pounds the second you take the cap off the bottle, but have some Lyrica. Or have some gabapentin and, forget words all the fucking time. The Lyme test is not perfect by any means. And I mean, I was told that I had Epstein-Barr. I had viral meningitis when I was in my early 20s. And after that finally fucked off, then they said, well, you have Epstein-Barr syndrome, right? And I'm like, excuse me? I have what now? And they said that Epstein-Barr was basically chronic fatigue, and that much like herpes or really expensive luggage, you have it forever. But it is cyclical, and so you never know when it's going to hit. It'll show up for a while. If fibromyalgia is the whack-a-mole of diagnoses, yes, 100%. And so I said, okay, well, apparently I have a syndrome. I'm a statistic now. That's awesome. Rad. What the fuck do I do now? But I rolled with it. And I went through some bad spells and I went through some better spells. You got a master's in traditional Chinese medicine to treat your wife with herbs. She's been dismissed thoroughly by docs here, starting in you as of 4 months ago, better docs. Good. And I know what it feels like to be dismissed by doctors. Because again, I'm no spring chicken. And I've been looking for answers for 3/5 of my life, literally. Do I have any? No. My current doctor says it might be some kind of spondylosis. Thankfully, it's not the ankylosing kind because I do not need to be living Mick Mars's life. Ankylosing spondylosis is miserable, and I think it's probably a lot more miserable than what I'm going through. But I just, I'm here every day and everything hurts. And I was thinking about this actually today. I was thinking about it because I've been known to say, everything hurts and I'm dying. And I've decided that I'm not going to say it like that anymore. I'm going to say everything hurts and I'm living. Because I am. One could just study the female body better to understand symptoms and causes better, but apparently that wouldn't make sense. Oh, I know. Of course not. Why would we do something foolish like that? Ooh, guess what? Regarding my chronic pain, I'm getting my SI joint nerves ablated. Check out this jargon. Okay. Facet joint rhizolysis, radiofrequency lesioning, denervation for the treatment of pain. Okay. That's exciting. When's that happening? It's important to find a doctor that cares about you as a person and not a paycheck. Yes, it is. 1000%. Super important. And I actually do feel like the last two doctors that I've had have both cared about me like that and viewed me that way. And I love that. But there's, they sent me to U of M. They checked me for everything autoimmune under the sun. And the doctor there was like, listen, you gave us a lot of blood and we have run every single test. Basically, they're cooking your nerves. 15th December. All right. Get after it. I am looking forward to hearing how that works out for you. What was I just saying? Oh, but the rheumatology specialist there said we have done every single test under the sun. You have a couple of elevated inflammation markers, but not elevated to the point where it leads us to anything. I'm not saying that your pain isn't real. I'm saying that whatever it is, it's not autoimmune. It's not rheumatological. It's not in my wheelhouse. I have no idea why you have this pain. I don't doubt that you have this pain. But I know that whatever it isn't anything that we can detect with our tests. And I said, thank you very much for trying. And so we were back at the drawing board because we didn't know what the fuck else to do. And so I'm on my usual antidepressants. I'm on something now to boost my metabolism a little bit because I'm tired of being fat. Because thanks, menopause. I think they're giving me the Michael Jackson drug, all the anesthetic, none of the raging pedophilia. Okay, so propofol. That would be the Michael Jackson drug. They'll probably give you a cocktail when they knock you out. They generally, anesthesiologists tend to kind of mix things around. Dax, I'm glad that your wife got a better doctor. That's amazing. And boy, do I know that life of having a dismissive male doc. Do I know that? Propofol. Yes. No F. It's a PH. I think it's spelled like that. Off the top of my head, I may be incorrect on that second O. It may be an A, but I believe that's how it's spelled. Copperfield? Who? Slim Shady. But yeah, I everything hurts, and I'm living. I've decided I'm going to phrase it that way from now on. Oh, maybe it is. Maybe it is with an F. Fuck. Now I can't remember. I can't remember my drugs. I'm typing it this way just to make sure, just to look at it and see. Now, God damn it, auto cock rocket. And auto cock rocket is doing this to me on purpose. Oh, that's rude. I just want to look at it to see which one looks better, which one looks correct. Now I can't remember. Yeah, I think I'll be asleep for it. They'll have giant ass electric needles to barbecue the nerves that go into the bottom of my spine to the sacroiliac joint. Yep. I know people who have had uterine ablations. I understand the word ablation. It means kill it with fire, basically. Spelling. Who cares? Knock me the fuck out. Word. 100%. Yep. Make me go bye-byes. I don't want to be awake for any of this. She works where her new doc is. Never got why she stayed with this nutjob doctor for 15 years. Hey, because we are creatures of habit, and because, you stay with the doctor that you know, because breaking in a new doctor is such a pain in the ass. And my doctor is a brand new baby doctor. And so when I went in, he thought I was going in for an appointment to establish care. And I said, oh, no, you've been misinformed. I'm here to interview you to decide whether or not I wish to establish care. I have questions. And I pulled out my notebook. He wasn't expecting that, because patients don't do that. Who fucking does that? Goes in with a list of questions. From Michael Jackson's Wikipedia page, it is with an F. Okay. Mark Hardman, thank you. You are the absolute best. Thank you. You've never gone under anesthesia before. Oh, Shar. It's great. Honestly. I kind of love it. Every doctor is a baby when we get to almost 60. Yeah. But this guy is just brand spanking new, just out of his residency. Spelling's just another word for nothing left to lose. Nothing. And it's nothing if it ain't pain-free. Feeling good is easy, Lord, when you're someone else. I am still live again already. You know what? Mark Hardman told me not to sign off. So I didn't. I'm still here. I assumed it wouldn't be great or bad. I would just be unconscious. Yeah. You know what, Shar? That's what happens. 1 minute you go to sleep. You go sleepy night-nights. You go bye-byes. When you wake up, a number of hours has passed. Your procedure is complete, and all is well. I test doctors with my blood pressure and iron levels. If they freak out, they're not my type. Oh my. Oh my. I don't know anything about your blood pressure or your iron levels, Sophia. Are you super metal? Are you Iron Woman? Or are your iron levels ridiculously low? What's happening here? What's going on with the blood pressure? I have missed everything. And like the free karaoke moments, yes. Well, you know, I have what some have termed musical Tourette's, and I just sing songs when they come to mind. Cyber Candor. He said to expect a weird fake tan on my butt from the antibacterial. Yeah, the iodine. The man who invented autocorrect dies just recently. May he resist in piss. Personally, Moctanium. Personally, Kender, I hope the man who invented autocorrect goes to heal. So tired of that ducking correction. Wait, what did I miss? Did I miss something from Sophia? I did not. Okay. I know a president that has a fake tan on his butt. I haven't seen it, nor do I wish to. Microwaved a blister and it sloughed off and away to nevermore. Ooh, nice. I have chronically low blood pressure and iron levels, and I'm fine on it. And you can see it if you pay attention to my face and skin. So they freak out if they didn't pay attention. Nice. That's fun. Yeah, I, as far as I know, my iron levels are okay. My blood pressure is generally really chill, like super awesome blood pressure, which is why my doctor gave me the metabolism booster that he did, because he said, you know what, this might elevate your blood pressure, but honestly, with other people, I might worry about it, but I definitely don't with you. But I thought you ate nails for breakfast. I mean, she's pretty fucking hardcore, our Sophia. So it's very possible that she does. I wouldn't put it past her. The woman's tough as anyway. Oh, yes, I am still live, but it's been... Oh, you had abdominal, venous, and uterine ablation. Both excellent results. Ablation is awesome anywhere if needed. Nice. I love to hear it. I do love to hear it. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. The badge. The neck badge. Mm-hmm. I'm assuming he doesn't look in a mirror very often, because if he did, he'd be groping his neck all day. Wait, we don't talk about politics here? Let me not. Let me not. I'm just going to back off. I'm going to back away from that. All right, it's 4:45, guys. I have to be functional in like 6 hours. Mark, I love you so much, but I gotta go. I gotta get some rest. I love our longtime family doctors. I had good iron levels, and he joked, "What did you do to yourself?" Also, casually reacted to a blood pressure of 85 over 60 or 90 over 55. You're an old, again already, you're an old friend with cat scratches. Okay. Describe functional. I will be going out into the world, into society. So it means I don't get to be still in bed, which is what I would normally be at 11 a.m. is sleeping under this massive floofy marshmallow. Oh, fuck, it's snowing. Great. At least the flakes are big. I can rock with big snowflakes because that means that it's generally warmer outside than normal. I know you, Jay. Okay. Jay? Let me see that profile photo. What have you done? Who is that? I can't. God damn it. Mystery. It's a mystery. Daylight exposure. Yeah, I will be going out amongst the people. I will be released from my isolation. And okay. I think I know again already. I think maybe, but if you have my phone number, text me. Because otherwise I'm going to be pondering on it. Yeah, society exists. I'm not sure about civilized society. I'm not sure about anything these days. But I am heading out and about and freed from my isolation for a while to hang out with friends. So I need to have my wits about me. Aw, Shar, you are the sweetest. I would trust few with my life and my death, but I would trust you. Oh, I love you right back, sweetheart. Okay, that's who I thought it was. Thank you. Thank you. I may Lady of the Lake it later if I can do clothes today. Nice. Rock on. Lob some swords at people. I'm going to head out of here, guys. I'm going to head out of here. I'm going to eat a food. I'm going to finish getting caught up on Walsh. And then I'm going to take a nap because that's kind of important. I know, F that in 20 degrees. I got it's going to be more like 30 around here, I think, today. 30, 32. The snow isn't coming down. I don't expect that it's going to stick around for very long, quite frankly. But anyway, you guys, I love you. It's one more for the road. Xenu. Whoa, whoa, whoa. One more sip ought to get it. Chocolate chips. Fucking hell yeah. One more for the road. Can I tell you? Oh, can you tell me when it gets proctory? I had to Audi 5000 that case 5 minutes in at Shears. Yeah, you know what? It actually just got proctory today because the They asked who the case manager for Massachusetts State Patrol was on that case, and it was Proctor. Former trooper Michael Proctor. And Emily, this information elicited a loud fuck from EDB. It was kind of magical. Today's trial was a half day, and you might actually be able to rock with it. It's not that bad. I haven't heard anything gruesome so much. But yeah, I haven't really heard anything gnarly. Yesterday was gnarly. Today, not so much. And it was only a half day. So anyway, you guys be well, sleep sweet, stay safe, have a fantastic whenever it is, wherever you are. Watch out for deer. And until I see you next time, peace to you.